back on the
It's getting
crypto
hot.
discussions. What's going on, y'all?
It's getting hot, just like the weather. It's getting hot as the Bitcoin price goes up, right? It went up in a few days and then it dropped. And it's exactly the same as the temperature in Hanoi. When Bitcoin price was high, the temperature was high up to 45 degrees Celsius. And right now it's like 30, 32, 33 something. It's very cool. And for some reason, the Bitcoin price just dropped down.
It didn't get that hot up there, did it? You got 45?
So,
Really?
yeah, 45 degrees Celsius.
Dude,
Wow. Man,
In the summer, in the summer in Hanoi is much hotter than in Ho Chi Minh City, and
yeah, that's weird.
in the winter it's
way colder. Way colder and way more polluted.
cold,
Yeah.
polluted, and it's like cutting your skin. The feeling of the wind is like cutting your skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there last winter. It was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, as I travel to South Asia and some part of Africa, people ask me, "Hey, where you from? Is it very hot or is it very cold?" I guess it's very cold because you look white. You look bright. Like, okay, I'm just a pale Asian. I'm not white. First and foremost, I'm just a pale Asian. And secondly, if you think your country is too hot comparing to mine, come to my city in July or June and bring a lot of coat, a lot of jacket. You see, it's very cold. And you know
Yeah.
what? The surprise thing is they actually did it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, so you had some people come visit you?
They didn't come just to visit me. They came here to study. Some exchange students
Ah.
from other countries came here to Hanoi to study, and then they changed their mind.
Well, you know, there was a funny video that was going around on Facebook, well, at least in the Vietnam region, and it was like it showed the woman with a coat on. It says, and she's riding a motorbike, and she has like a full length coat on. It said, "How do you spot the foreigners from the locals in Vietnam?" And she's like riding this coat, and she got on the hood, everything, and it's like 40 degrees Celsius. And then they show the foreigners, and they got on stuff like me, and they're like this on the bike. They're on the motorbike sweating. The guy's sweating. The lady on the back, she's fanning herself. And it was funny because the lady that was with the coat on, she acted like she was super cool, and it was 40 degrees.
The Vietnamese people, they're trying to preserve the white skin. They don't want to get tan.
No, even bro, come on. The sunburn is very dangerous over here because we are very near to the equator, right? So the UV ray is more
Yeah.
dangerous here than other places in the world.
Yeah.
And also, the pollution. The pollution is very bad. It combined with the sun ray and sunburn and everything. So I think there's some reason for that. Not only the color, because you can get tanned, you can get darker, and then you go to the spa to get your skin bleach. Yeah, bleach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go to the pharmacy and get the whitening lotion.
I mean, I lived in Australia, man, and in Australia it's hot all the time. Like not all the time, but like the summers get very hot, like 40 plus degrees, very dry heat. Similar, like just the opposite side of the equator, but like very similar levels. And you will never see people outside in 40-degree days ever wearing a jumper.
But
That will never
the
happen.
US, there was a
Bro, we
trend.
can.
I don't
Hey,
know if it was
do
this
you
summer,
do you
but
know
there was
that?
a trend that they was wearing hoodies. Did you see that?
Australia
There was
has,
some
yeah.
the young
Men not
kids was
hot,
wearing
right?
hoodies. Huh?
The men not hot. The men not hot. You know that
I
song,
don't
Men
know.
Not Hot?
I don't
Bro,
know.
you gotta
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
to
I've
yeah,
it.
seen
yeah.
it.
I know what you're
Come
talking about. Men's
on,
not
don't
hot.
be outdated. Alright.
Man,
So,
you guys are younger than me. I
I have
listen
an
to old
idea. I
school
have an
hip hop.
idea. And no, that one is not old school. But I got an idea because
That's what I said.
recently I have like I have read a news from the magazine or from the newspaper. They say that the Vietnamese government is now facilitating the harvesting of solar energy, which means that you can build your own panels. You can build your own station, panel station, and you sell the energy to other users. That means you can totally harvest the sun ray here and sell to the Bitcoin miner.
I mean,
Very
that's the
cheap
thing,
price.
man. That's,
There we
That's
go.
fun. That's fantastic. It's like green
yeah.
Bitcoin. Is because for a long time many people show their concern about the energy consumption of coin mining or token to crypto mining. With all the proof of work coins, we can start mining here with a very cheap electricity. So that's going to be a good news for miners if they're considering coming to Vietnam. And you know what? Right now, Vietnam is very much open for foreigners to come and work here. So I think it's gonna be a good way. It's a positive news for this week. Yeah.
I
Yeah, for
seen
sure.
on I think it was Vietnamese Express, one of the newspapers here, but they were saying that the framework they're going to do a crypto framework by next year, supposedly.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
but
thing
that's
that was the event I supposed to join last month or last 2 months.
Mhm.
In the last 2 months, I guess. Yeah, and they were talking about the framework of regulations to manage and the tax on crypto. Bro, I was like, come on, Bitcoin was created for people to run away from tax, and
I mean,
now
it wasn't
everyone is
created
trying
for
to
that
tax
reason,
Bitcoin.
man.
I don't think that's the correct way it was. I think it was created as an alternative to the monetary system.
Yeah,
I think that's
it
what it was
wasn't
created.
created to evade tax. I wouldn't say that.
But I don't think it was
No, they
created to be taxed, though. I mean,
That too.
that's yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like it was, but it wasn't. Kind of like you could say either way. But yeah, it's.
I think
I don't know what they're
I
going to
think
do.
if
I see that they're going to go after you Australians as well on the taxes too, man. So that's going to be interesting.
It's so
bro,
tell us.
if I hold 100 Bitcoin or 1,000 Bitcoin right now, I think I might go stateless.
Oh,
What, you just gonna
stateless. Yeah, yeah,
abandon
yeah.
your Vietnamese passport?
There you go,
No,
man.
just I'm just
I think that's the
joking.
best way. I think that's, dude. I think that's the best way to go. Tell you the truth, man, because you know, you're looking at a situation right now where like Australia, they're going to start taxing you guys, Sahil, just like they're doing in America. Wherever you go, we're going to tax you, and it makes no sense because you know I'm not in America, you know. So what do you guys bother me for? Leave me alone. You know, I think I'm gonna pay my $2,500 and just renounce my citizenship. I'll be with the Cook Islands or Palau
What
or
the fuck?
whatever island I want to join, and make a small investment and just be an islander.
There, if with $25,000, you can change your nationality,
Well, I don't know if
bro.
it's
I
that
was
cheap.
just kidding. Okay, first of all, I was
No,
just kidding.
25
Secondly,
$2,500 I can renounce my citizenship in America.
secondly,
Yes.
I'm telling you, money is not everything. You can be a billionaire without any protection from the government. You'll be in trouble. If there's no government takes care of you, then you will be in trouble wherever you are.
That's true.
Well, I don't think you could. It's a lot easier to say that if you're rich. Though, if you're rich, you could if you get rich, I want to hear you
No,
say
bro.
that, Mario.
Bro, if you are
Money's not
rich,
everything. I want to wait
if
till
you
you
are
get
rich,
rich and then say money ain't everything.
bro, if you are rich, but no country in the world claim you as a citizen, okay? Somebody can kill you and
Somebody can kill
take
you
all of
anyway.
your money, take all of your asset.
If you're a billionaire, you can hire your own personal security team. So I don't think that there's any billionaires worried about whether or not a
Do
country
you
is
trust the
protecting them.
security team? I heard that
A
there's
lot
so
more
many
than I trust the
security
government right now.
team
Yes,
member.
a lot more than I trust the government right now. Yes, I do. I would rather trust my own security team. Yes, especially if I'm
Okay,
paying them well.
let's see.
If,
Let's see. When Terrence has
if I'm
like
paying them
2,000 Bitcoin
I'm-
or 10,000
yes,
Bitcoin,
exactly.
he go stateless, and then
I'm
we'll
going to go
see.
stateless, man. Yes, I'm going to go stateless. That's going to be the plan.
You can form your own country, right? You can form your own
Dude,
country.
there's you got to realize, man, at the billionaire level of the game, man, they don't worry about being joined up to the hip with a country. They've got people that have multi-billion dollars and they're a member of an island. That's it. You know, they've got a small island, their citizenships, you know, that are they're citizens of, you know, and that's it. You know, they made like $100,000, $200. I think some of the islands are as high as two or 300,000, but you know,
So
Cayman
I believe
Island,
that there's
Bahamas.
a lot of international criminals are now stateless, and they are they rely on the cryptocurrency to live. I strongly believe. I strongly believe.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to talk about the market just quickly. You know, this price action's been interesting because everyone was like ultra bullish on this bull market continuing on, and we're going to push past 70K and we're going to go to 100K in no time. And this time's different. We got a left translated cycle and all of that kind of crap. And then Bitcoin dumps like not even 15%. It gets down to below 60K again. And then all of a sudden, people are like, oh, bull market's over. We're done, guys. We just tapped 70K for the third time, and then we're back to another bear market for a few years. It's so weird, like seeing my Twitter feed shift so much so quickly that you know, generally when you are in a strong bull market, you don't get that sentiment flip so quickly on such a small pullback. Like I was just looking at the total pullback was like 23%, 24%, I think, on Bitcoin and 30% on Ethereum. You guys know, you've been in bull markets before, 40% corrections are like the norm. Like on the way up, you will have 40% corrections, and we haven't even seen that yet. And you have people freaking out about, like, we had the first day of like net outflows in the Bitcoin ETF, and people are like, oh shit, where's the money going to come from?
That's because I think there's a lot of newbies in the space, man. I think that a lot of people that bought, you know, a lot of the people that bought into these ETFs, a lot of the institutional players, there a lot of them that were, I think, were new. I mean, and of course the spot ETFs, they have to hold a 1-to-1 ratio for whatever they buy, you know, whatever people buy for their shares. And so a lot of those people, I think that they felt like a certain level of protection or safety because they were they're getting exposure to the Bitcoin through the ETF. But you know, when they seen that 5 or 10% correction, they pulled out. You know, so because that was their first thing, man. But you know, there's a funny meme that floats around. It says something to the effect that, oh yeah, these are hodlers, long-time hodlers with a 40% dip.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
like
nothing. I think we can again buy Bitcoin at 3x sometimes before it getting the all-time high, a new all-time high again. And yeah, all the shilling or all the flooding, just don't believe it. Just believe in yourself, in the profit you're gonna take, the target profit. Secondly, the entrance, if it's possible, just do your own research and see if that price is possible. Just place an order and wait. We cannot drive the entire market, but we can wait. We can wait until we get a certain price that we know that we can take profit, the target profit. That's
You know,
there's some orders I left for 6 months, 6 months, 7 months, until it reached to that point to sell or to buy. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
it's just
absolutely.
with this market, with anything that's like a L1, especially Bitcoin, you have to be very patient, man. You can't get into this and be scared by 5 or 10 or 15% dip, because like Hill just said, there's been 40% correction. So that's that's nothing. But
2021 we
you
had
can't be
50 plus
For
55%
this
before we
for
recovered.
this super
You can't be a-
cycle, I think
you can't be
it can
impatient
get
and you
like
can't be a lightweight.
60%, 70% dump.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
it just possible because
it's
there's a lot of newbies in the market, right?
Yeah.
They don't even know to use the wallet. They don't even know to create their own account on centralized exchange, and they
Yeah.
buy through spot ETF.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
safe
with the
exposure.
newbies like that, they can easily be, how can I say, prey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sahil's been going through China the past week. Hopefully he's campaigning for them to do the ETFs.
Make
Well, we got the Hong
make
Kong,
sure that
Hong Kong ETF, right? So
Yeah, but did you see the news that there's a couple big influencers that are actually based in Hong Kong. One of them said that there's rumors going around that they might open that up to the mainlanders. And we talked about this about 3 weeks ago. I mean, if they open up the Bitcoin ETF and the Ethereum ETF to the mainlanders, I mean, can you imagine where it's
Yeah.
going to go?
Today I observed the ETH price went down below 3,000. I think
Yeah,
if you
it did about what, 3 days ago?
Yeah, it's just up and down between, like, you
But
see
you
the
know what I
3,000
noticed?
points up and down.
You know what I noticed though, Mario, is that every time they have these Fed meetings in the US, there's a lot of people that pull out right before the Fed meeting, and it causes a massive dump. And then right after the Fed meeting, it goes back up. I don't know if you noticed,
Bro.
but I've been noticing it's been doing this for the past year and a half almost.
People
So,
trade the volatility on it because they expect the
Yeah.
rates to go up and stuff. And
Yes.
Sorry, guys, I just thought of other thing.
Okay, what you got going on, baby?
They pulled out. They
They
just
pulled out?
before the Fed came. And,
Whoa,
and
boy.
after that happened, they pulled it in again.
Well, you got the Mario humor over there. Boy, I tell you.
Too
Hey,
funny.
maybe you can use that on a trading video. We'll do a trading video. But yeah, you got a nice cafe over there. What is that one?
This one is a cafe, just a random cafe on the
Just a
street.
random
With some beautiful views, of course. And
Okay.
we're in Hanoi, and there's a lot of beautiful views like that.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, I meant to go to a cafe. If I wanted to go to the new they have a new what does it start with? It starts with a K. I can't remember. They have so many dang on cafes here, but they have
KKK cafe.
That's so cool.
Cut in that.
Catnet. No, not the KKK Cafe. They actually did have one of those down in when I went to Rakya. I was shocked. I was like, what the hell?
KKK coffee.
Who the hell would
Damn.
open a KKK coffee? That's crazy.
Bro, just imagine I open up like KKK cafe, right? And I invite all the colored friends around, and then we chill there. We do amazing stuff over there.
I don't know if you're gonna get that many visitors if you did that in the US.
Yeah.
You might get somebody to come and shut you down. That's about
Yeah,
it.
you'll get canceled if you did that.
Nobody got canceled here. Nobody got canceled in Vietnam.
I bet you this lady that sold these bammies that supposedly had 500 people get sick in Dong Nai this week. I bet you they're canceled.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's like an investigation going on, right?
Oh yeah, man, that made international news. I seen it on the BBC. I was like, holy stuff, that's on BBC. Wow. I'm glad I didn't get any bad band.
That's in Dong Nai is like a small
That's not
little
that far
town
from
outside
us.
of Ho Chi Minh
Yeah.
City.
Yeah, it's only about 20 miles from us.
BBC means
15.
bad bang me foreigner.
Yeah, it means something like that. We won't talk about that, boy. You got your mind in the gutter today, I see.
All right,
So what
guys.
about-
So next time let's do some tutorial. Because as we talk about a lot of UVs being in the market, so maybe our
we're gonna have
tutorial.
a series. We're gonna have a series. I'm gonna start up the series. I'm hoping you or Sahil pick up the second episode, but I'm gonna start with the why you would want to invest in crypto. I mean, I think that's the key.
What will we call? What will we call it?
It's going to be the beginner series. We're going to have a playlist. It's going to be the beginner series. We're going to have like several different episodes. And, because sometimes I think that we've been in the game at least 4 years. I know I have, Sahil, about 7. And, we really take it for granted, all the knowledge that we have. And we don't realize that we have knowledge that we could be sharing with people that are day 100, the first year, the second year. And, there's a lot of tips and strategies that we could be sharing with people so that they can actually get ahead, and gain some valuable insight that actually will save them. Because, I mean, we've learned a lot of stuff the hard way, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I will call that one Coin Fidelity.
Coin Fidelity. What's that one?
For the tutorial series.
Coin Fidelity. That's a good one. We might have to think that, but I want to make it so that some people can scroll through and know what it is.
Yeah.
What do you think about CZ, man? CZ got 4 months in jail. He's always doing. Remember,
the 4 months. The meme, the prophecy of the meme came true.
That guy.
Bro,
man,
I think everything.
He paid $4 billion. He's going to do 4 months in jail. And I don't know.
His sentencing was on the 4th
He's
month,
gonna
right?
he's gonna move to Dubai or UAE after this, right? After this sanction or this punishments, and he will be converted to Muslim and have 4 wives.
Oh man, yeah. I bet you he still got a couple billion saved up somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. Binance was like it was and still is like
it's not
juggernaut.
a couple.
Yeah.
Not a couple. Maybe he's the richest man in the planet right now. He just hide his money somewhere.
He's already got his money in Dubai. The money's already there. Yeah. That's why they couldn't get it.
Wow.
So he can't resume his position as the CEO of Binance, right? Like he's out.
No.
Is that's what's happened, right? Is that what the case is?
That was part of the agreement, I believe. Yeah. But
yeah,
you know what?
They tap out.
When you got $1 billion, I mean, what does it matter? When you got $1 billion, this is why I don't understand. Some of these guys, man, they got billion. Look at Arthur Hayes, man, I was watching a really lengthy interview with him the other day, man. It was like 3 hours. I was like, man, this guy's really intense, man. He sat there for 3 hours. I don't even think he took a bathroom break unless they edited it out. I was like, wow, he's just sitting there holding it. But no, he was really dropping some heavy knowledge on the macroeconomic picture. And this guy's worked in banks and he's worked in the tech industry. So he's got a lot of knowledge of a lot of different things. But yeah, he was one of the people that was breaking down on how the Hong Kong market, it might actually be, it's like it's a testing ground for the rest of China. So even though it's got its own special jurisdiction, they'll test this Bitcoin ETF and an Ethereum ETF, which both actually, I think one of the days, the first day, one of them got like 121 million in net inflows, which was fantastic. Dude, if it goes to mainland, dude, you can believe we're gonna be at 400,000 or 500,000 Bitcoin by the end of the cycle, because there's a lot of money coming in.
Bro,
What's that?
I think I gotta go. So I will tap out now.
All right, well, we'll
Just like
catch you next
CJ,
time.
like
We got about 5 more
CZ.
minutes, so me and Sahil finish out. We got about 5 more minutes.
Let me tap out because I'm not easy. I cannot hold it for 3 hours.
Okay.
I gotta go fast.
Okay.
See you later,
All right,
man.
Mario.
Yeah, all right. Talk to you later.
But yeah, Sahil.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
See ya. Yeah,
So-
I think it's plausible. Like, I was saying to you, I was just in China recently, and obviously from like what I could see as a limited time being a tourist in that country, I obviously can't see the deep fundamental issues around like, what people are earning and, potential financial problems they're having. But like, just like on face value, the place is much cleaner than it was when I was there in 2018. The crazy thing is, like 80 to 90% of the vehicles on the road are electric or hybrid. So like you're in the middle of Shanghai and it's a city with 30 million people and you don't hear combustion vehicles anywhere. And you don't realize until you go to a city like that, that's mostly electric, how quiet it is in the middle of a city, because you just don't have the hum of vehicles and engines all around you. It's insane.
Now BYD's got most of that market there, right?
A lot of it is BYD, but also like I think all the buses are all the electric buses are BYD, and I think they do have a big chunk of that market. But also as well, there's a bunch of other Chinese
There's
auto.
a bunch of other small. Yeah, there's about 30 of them last time I checked.
And I think they also have like, because I saw a lot of vehicles like, like Volkswagens and like Porsches and stuff. And I didn't know that they have that many electric vehicles in the market, but it looked like these were just like normal older vehicles, like combustion vehicles that were like converted to electric. So I don't know if they do some like conversion system there or not. I'm not sure what the go is.
Well, I'm anxious to see that Chinese money flowing into these Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, man. That's what I want to see. That's going to just spearhead the market, in my opinion. It's just it's going to make it a super cycle.
Yeah, well, you look
doubt.
at the retail inflows coming in through like the BRC20s and all the runes and things that are going on. Like there was the initial hype that's died down now, but it's going to come back again. And that's where like a lot of retail Chinese money, that's where that's kind of flowing, is in those areas, because that's where the interest is.
Yeah. Well, but the safe investors are going to want them ETFs instead of the
like that,
the
the TradFi,
yeah,
TradFi guys getting in. That's what they're going to be looking for.
Yeah, they'll want these ETFs, man, all day. And then one of the good things I think was Grayscale was bleeding. They was bleeding like money for like the longest time, for like months, because they had when they converted from the Bitcoin Trust to the ETF, they actually had the highest fee, because there was like several other, Van Eck and the rest of them had lower fees. Van Eck had no fees, matter of fact, for the first year. So everybody started flowing, moving their funds to those other ETFs, and but So Grayscale was bleeding funding. Now they got this past week, they started getting net inflows again, which I thought was, I think this is going to be an interesting time, man. But we had about 2 minutes, so we got to hurry up and wrap this up.
Yeah,
I think we're at the end of the line.
Let's
for our
wrap it up
show
for
here.
now, and you know, we can pick it back up again. But yeah, we got some exciting stuff happening. GM Vietnam is a huge conference that's coming up soon, right? So that's
Yep,
going to be
June
next month.
7th. We'll be there. We'll be filming a little bit. Maybe go to the after parties. I think there's a couple other workshops. I actually just missed one this past week. You know, but that can't be everywhere. There's so many of these things going on. But yeah, we're going to be bringing a lot of different things. I want to start this week, you know, with a series. Like I said, we're going to be doing a series on getting started in crypto, and I think that's we're missing a lot of people, because that's actually I don't want to be talking over a lot of people's head, because there's still a lot of people. We take it for granted that there's a lot of people that are into crypto because we're in a hot
We're deep in the
crypto
weeds.
area, but yeah, there's crypto people all around us, man. I mean, you know, I've bumped into people that I didn't even know was into crypto, and then somebody asked him, "Man, can I pay you in crypto?" And he pulled out this, yeah, you can pay me in crypto. And I was like, wow, okay, you know, that kind of scenario wouldn't happen in the USA on a day-to-day basis. Of just two average people just bumping into each other, people, and saying, "Can I pay you in crypto?" No, somebody's going to ask you, "What are you talking about?" Guaranteed.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you mean? What is that? You know, I mean, you've had those conversations, and you have to go back to square one and start explaining what Bitcoin is. And oh yeah, I heard about that. And that's about some of people. I'd say about 95% of the people, that's about all you're going to get.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's wrap it on up. Sahil, did you have any other final words, man?
Nothing else, nothing much to say. I mean, I think final thing is this, that we're in for a couple of months of chop, or at least many weeks of chop. So strap in, brace yourself. It's accumulation time.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But 12 or 18 months, we're going to be to the moon again, I guarantee you.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
Talk to you guys later.
See you next week.